Good day, Willenboro family. My name is Richard Brown, and I want to thank you. Thank you for the opportunity that you have bestowed upon me to be able to educate our youth, our children. I take it very serious, and I want to just ensure you that I'm going to do the best job that I possibly can when it comes to being a co-teacher for the subject of English at Willenboro High School. Let me give you a little bit of information about myself. Once again, my name is Richard Brown. I am from Willingboro High School. I am from Willingboro, New Jersey. I graduated from Willingboro High School. Um, it's been an honor and a privilege to be able to return home to do something that I love to do. I really have a passion to be able to help others and to help children. So I felt it was my calling to go into education. So that's what I did, and to be able to have the opportunity to be able to return home and to be able to teach in my own community that I came from is something that's very important to me. I myself feel as though I am one of those same children, so I'm going to make sure that I give them everything that I felt was needed when I was coming up, and if I didn't, then I'm going to make sure that I do it double. So once again, I graduated from Willingboro High School in 1993. I then went on to Burlington County College, actually, BCC. So we try to impress upon the children how, sometimes you could transition through a community college first before going to a 4-year. And some kids will say, oh, no, it doesn't really work. But it actually worked for me. I was able to go to BCC for a year or so, Gloucester County College as well, as I was transitioning, trying to find my way to get the funds to be able to attend a 4-year university. I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. And then I attended Norfolk State University, HBCU, and then was able to earn a bachelor's degree in mass communication. Several ventures after that led me back to Willingboro and back into education. Like I said, I had a calling, family members going through certain problems and, me seeing certain things in the community. And I said, how can I help? How can I make a difference, like actually tangibly make a difference? So I thought getting into education. So I decided to go to the College of New Jersey, TCNJ, to obtain a master's degree in special education. That was a difficult journey. It was tough, time consuming. I actually had 2 young children at the time. So trying to do that mixed with coaching and doing all kinds of other things, it was very difficult, but I was able to do it. And I earned my master's degree in special education. From then, I went back to school later to obtain a degree in educational leadership. My goal was at that time, excuse me, was to one day become a principal. And that is a goal. Hopefully one day, I can, maybe be a principal. I've kind of changed course over the course of time because I kind of like, being around, helping with the youth and watching them grow and develop. So one of the things that I decided to do was to just maybe start a mentoring business and start more of a counseling service and more of a tutoring service and kind of pull all those things together and kind of start something that I could do kind of like I felt more so I could be more hands-on than actually just sitting behind a desk. So these are some of the goals that I have for myself, some of the things that I bring to the table, and some of the things that I try to impress upon the children. Self-worth, self-esteem, knowing who you are, being educated, with all the challenges of the world today, especially facing minorities, the only key to being able to be successful is to have education and to have choices. The more education you have, the more choices you have. So without further ado, I think that's enough about me. We can get into the actual subjects. So what I'll be doing is going one by one with the various subjects that I teach. Okay, so this year, of course, I am teaching English. I am teaching English. I am the co-teacher for all 4 grade levels: English 9, English 10, English 11, and English 12. In in English 9, I'm with Mrs. Spiller. I am the co-teacher for Mrs. Spiller for the 9th grade English class. For the 10th grade class, I'm with Mr. Scott. I'm the co-teacher with Mr. Scott for the 10th grade English class. For the 11th grade, I'm with Mrs. Cummings. I am the co-teacher for Mrs. Cummings in the 11th grade English class. And for the seniors, I'm with Mrs. McQuillan. For the 12th graders, I'm with Mrs. McQuillan for 12th grade English. Okay, so quickly, let's pull up and look, and I'll be trying to share my screen a little bit, or I'll pull it up. I'm trying to figure out, with the technology and the challenges of what we're going through with COVID-19 and remote learning. And we all have been faced with the challenge of trying to learn technology kind of on the fly. And, we're coming along. We're doing well with it. I was someplace, now I feel like I'm at another place, and we're growing. And the same with the children. So we're very understanding and empathetic to what's going on with that. So you don't have to worry about that. We just impress upon you to help us with them basically staying attentive and make sure that they stay consistent. Okay, because in this environment right now, to be honest with you, it's limited in a sense. So because we're having to do this remotely, but we have to make sure we take advantage of everything we have because the world is still going. Children are still going to graduate. They're still going out into the world. And our goal is to make sure that they're prepared for the world as best they can be by going out prepared with information. All right. So English 1, ninth grade English, ninth grade English. All right. Well, welcome to English 1. Welcome to the ninth grade English. This is the year that you will be learning and developing skills as critical thinkers, readers, writers, speakers, and listeners. The development and mastery of these literary skills not only is important to achieving success in the English classroom, it is also critical. It's a critical component of achieving success in other school subjects, building strong relationships with others, and attaining a flourishing career as an adult. Basically, the quality of life you experience now through adulthood will depend on how well you read, write, and communicate effectively with others. Okay? So right now, as freshmen, our ninth graders, welcome. You guys are coming in and you're coming into adulthood, young adulthood, okay? Because it goes fast. Ninth grade through 12th grade goes very fast. So now's the time to hone your craft or hone your skill. You like to draw, you like to cut hair, you like to, maybe fix things. Now's the time to try to find ways to go further with those skills. So this way, when you go out into the world, you can either continue with further education or you can get a skill and go ahead into trade school, or maybe if you want to do military, some kind of direction. Now is the time that we're going to start to identify what that direction is, and we're going to start to move into it. All right, the units of study for the ninth graders this year. We will be dealing with multiple perspectives of literature using an empathetic lens to analyze the author's craft. What is the purpose of the writing? Why does the author choose to write these works? Why was this even written? What is it important? Who is it important to? Things of that nature. Thinking and writing like an historian. Our social justice book clubs. We'll be dealing with social justice issues that we see that's going on in the world today, and how it affects minorities and so forth, and how we can overcome these challenges, and how education is the key to such. Amplifying our voices and studying our craft and oral presentations. Some of the expectations from the students, once again, that they're on time and actively engaged, that they complete all their assignments. They're expected to be respectful to the staff and their peers. Students are to be, when we say in class, whether it be online or what have you, just make sure that the background is very presentable and appropriate because other students are watching and we're all here together, so we want to make sure we're doing things appropriately. The materials that you need pretty much are your readers and writers notebook, your Chromebook, highlighters, pen, paper. Late assignments will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Hopefully we can avoid that, but if something's going on, just let me know. Of course, we'll be doing reading and writing and trying to just think as critical thinkers, okay? So that's for the ninth grade, okay? And welcome to high school, okay? It's going to be a good experience. Trust me, it goes fast, so take advantage of it. Make sure you guys get involved in different activities and have fun, all right? Most importantly, have fun. 10th grade. 10th grade. Welcome to the 10th grade. Oh, man, you done took down a whole year of high school, and now here you are as a sophomore. I told you, if you know, it goes fast. Okay, so now we're in 10th grade. Last year went by like that. Now we're in 10th grade, and we got to get ready to go because now we got, SATs and college prep. All these things are coming around the corner for you because colleges look for scores from 11th grade. So now in 10th grade, you got to really hone those skills and really try to find your way for future success. So with the 10th grade, I want to just start with this. This year, we will be learning and developing our skills as critical thinkers. Okay, the development of and mastery of these literary skills are very important to achieving success in the English classroom. Okay, this year we will be studying award-winning texts. Award-winning texts. Okay, so we'll be looking at different books that have won an award. We'll be starting with the book Ghost, which is a very good book. I'm sure that the kids will be able to relate to it. We've already started, and basically just trying to get the kids to read as much as we can. We want to impress upon them that 30 books a year is a goal that you want to try to accomplish, because the more reading you do, the more fluent you are with the language, the better you'll be when it comes to determinative vocabulary, when it comes to SAT and standardized tests, which help with scholarships and saving money for college. The students are expected to be on time to class. Students are expected to participate, have a clear background with all appropriate, with everything appropriate going on in the background while we're doing remote learning. They're expected to respect themselves and the staff and their peers. All right. We'll be using Google Classroom. We'll be utilizing readers and writers' notebooks. The materials that they'll need will be a notebook, pen and paper, of course, their Chromebooks, of course, highlighters, things of that nature. Late assignments, we're looking at to basically try to avoid that, but on a case-by-case basis, we'll deal with it accordingly. We'll be doing reading and writing on a critical level and on a mature level, and we'll be reinforcing skills needed to be successful in college, grammar, and so forth. Okay, that's it for the 10th grade. All right. English 3, English 11, English 11, English 11. Welcome, English 11. All right. English 11, you're juniors, okay? Our juniors, wow, one more year to go. This is the money year, okay, I call it. Now it's just SAT testing time. This is the time where you apply for certain scholarships, where you start to look and help your parents to prepare for college, okay? This year, you will be learning and developing your skills as critical thinkers, all right? And basically, the quality of life that you experience now through adulthood will depend on how well you read, write, and communicate effectively with others. Public speaking is also very important. Okay. This year we'll be exploring the words of magic. We'll be dealing with a lot of fantasy and symbolism. A lot of the things that, we watch, we look at, was this just done haphazardly? No, not necessarily. It's generally done for a reason. And we'll be looking at some of those reasons and some of those symbols and how they connect to real world experiences. We'll also be looking at the art of crafting criticism. So if you have a thought or something that you can articulate your thoughts on how to be able to criticize something in a professional manner without being rude or inappropriate. The classroom expectations, we just expect students to be on time. We just expect students to be appropriate online. Just respect that everyone is trying to do their best in this environment, and we have an environment and a background that's appropriate, safe, and for everyone to view, because we're all viewing in this experience of online. Okay, we utilize our Google Classroom. We will be having our readers and writers notebook. We will expect the students, we'll expect the students to have their pens, papers, Chromebooks, highlighters, and all of that. Late assignments we'll deal with on a case-by-case basis. Hopefully we don't have to, but we'll deal with it on a case-by-case basis. Reading and writing this year will be done on a critical level. We'll be dealing with articles of the week, current event articles, and reflecting upon it, and just dealing with the here and now of what's going on and the relevancy of what the students will be facing going out into the world in the next couple of years. So we want to make sure that they're prepared, excuse me, that they're prepared. And so the junior year is that money year for that. All right. And that's it for the juniors. Seniors. Yes, my 12th graders. I'm with Miss McQuillan. Excuse me. I'm with Miss McQuillan for the 12th grade. Oh, man, this is the money year for you guys. The 11th grade year was very important as far as going out, and you guys experienced something different. So for you guys, now things have kind of been pushed over to this year, and you got to do your best, but they're very understanding of what's going on due to the pandemic. So our seniors will be focusing on essay writing so that we can definitely send out those scholarships. We'll be focusing on, the letters that are needed for college. And we'll be focusing on just different skills that are needed to be successful as out in the world as an adult, whether if you choose to go to college or not. This way that you can be, successful in any arena that you choose to partake upon. Okay. For the seniors this year, wait a minute. Let me get back to my quote. Okay. Basically, this year you will be developing skills as critical thinkers, okay? Readers, writers, and speakers and listeners. All right, the development and development and mastery of these skills not only is important to achieving success in the English classroom, but is also a critical component to achieving success in other school subjects. Basically, the quality of life you experience now through adulthood will depend a lot on how well you read, write, and communicate effectively with others, okay? So my seniors, right now, when you're going out into the world and, the way we are trying to communicate ourselves to others to be able to earn opportunities is very important. So we want to just make sure that we focus on it to do it as best that we can. We look at our pre-writing, we make sure we assess what we've wrote, and we go back and double check and we clean it up for grammatical errors and so forth, so we can come across professional and come across successful. Okay. We'll be exploring many different things. This year, we're reading a book called Long Way Down. We'll be reading several books, and a lot of it is just about branding for the seniors. We want to know how to brand ourselves, how to code switch, how to be able to turn it off and on from when you're with your friends to when you're going into a professional environment, from when you're in a classroom to when you're going into a college, from a high school classroom to a college classroom. The way you have to switch things up and grow and develop. So we're learning how to brand ourselves, how to be intelligent thinkers, and just how to be successful young adults. Okay, so we're here for that. We just expect you guys to be on time to class, be appropriate with the remote learning, which you guys have already been. The seniors are great. We just respect your staff and your peers. Manage your time. If you're working, some of our seniors are working. Manage your time. It's very important that you're in class. You have to be in class. After several absences, we have to notate that and take it upward. So let's just make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do when it comes to that. We'll be dealing with our reading and writing, our workshops, the materials that you'll need are your readers and writers notebook, which, just notebooks, Chromebooks, pens, pencils, highlighters, and just some of the basic stuff. Late assignments we'll deal with on a case-by-case basis. Hopefully we don't have to, but we will. All right. And like I said, we're just looking for optimal success and the ultimate success from all of our students. So with that being said, I want to thank you for the time. Thank you again for this opportunity that you've bestowed upon me. I will do my best. I will give all that I have within my power to see the success of the students of Willingboro High School. Thank you again. My name is Richard Brown, and always remember, Borough Pride lives inside.